Wow. Starting the live stream with a sneeze. Let's go. All right, we got some stuff to work with. I guess let's look at it on the week. Yeah, power. It's a good one. Yeah. Let's read the chat. Silver Days, welcome to the live stream. Dream Tanks, welcome. Let's go. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. Everything's good on this end, man. Just it's gonna be another pretty boring live stream, right? I don't think we're gonna get a lot of people this live stream, but we'll see. I mean, we got a nice little bounce, but the problem is that it's still bearish. So it's not, you're just looking at a retracement, but hopefully this is the retracement that we were looking for to get us out of, to give altcoins some sort of relief. Like a lot of coins actually ended up getting a nice little pump, including Dogelon, which is nice. You went up like 8% today. You're closing out with 5%. So it's pretty good. But I was also looking at Shiba Inu. Like, this is brutal for SHIB, man. What is going on with Shiba Inu? It just never broke out. Yeah. Anyway, did Doge have, I think Doge had a nice pump, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not that crazy, but I mean, it did go up 7%. 7% is a lot when you're a whale, right? 7% is a lot when you have like $40,000 because each 10% is like $4,000. So, not bad, but hopefully we stick around here and then we actually give some sort of chance to altcoins to having some sort of relief rally, and hopefully that's what we've been waiting for. So you could still get stuck here and consolidate and then I'll have altcoins go up, but it can't work the other way around where Bitcoin's going down and you're just betting against the flow. Dwayne Kelly, welcome to the live stream. Let's get TA on LMT. LMT, we are at war. We are at war. That is true. LMT. Oh, you're talking about, is this a stock? Yeah, this is stock, huh? Damn. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. What do you know? I guess this should have been a dead giveaway, right? I mean, there's no TA on this, Dwayne Kelly. I mean, this thing is just like silver. You're just like in price discovery mode. Dot-com bubble, 2008 recession, COVID, 2008 housing market collapse, and then you have the COVID drop here. So I mean, this thing is so, there is no TA, man. I mean, it's very bullish. I guess $879 is the next target. There's a million different ways to look at this, though. I guess technically, yeah, I would say 800, and then like on the macro time frame it would be like 2000, but I don't know if they go through a stock split or what, or how this works, but wow. That's not bad. Is it on Robinhood? I'm not going to buy it, but let me see. LMT. Lockheed. Yeah, it is on Robinhood. Yep, it's on Robinhood, and I could buy it. But I'm not going to, because why would I buy it right now? And then, yeah, you're here now, so I could take a... I mean, the live streams have been very boring, obviously, because nobody's here. There's no market sentiment. I mean, retail is gone. Everyone is just like you and I, which is like we got kind of screwed. Because we're just still waiting. We're the OGs still waiting for that delusional pump that we're waiting for. But, you know, we're still here. So obviously you're going to see the chat engagement go up and everything go up once we do get some sort of relief rally on altcoins. But, yeah, so for example, for Beam, hopefully we get a retracement and we break this area and start some sort of bull cycle for Beam. But you can see you're literally sitting at the low. And we are printing green right now, so you might be in for a reversal. Just keep in mind, as of today, it's around 100 to a 200% pump. So that is still valid. That is still hitting the downtrend. So it does need to break that area to invalidate that downtrend. And then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But at that point, you have to decide, hey, do I want to sell or do I want to risk it for the biscuit? That's completely up to you. Hidden Bull says, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, we've been getting like between 10 and 20 during this bear market. We've been getting between 10 and 20 people. But it's just like when we're really bullish, man, like that one time we had up to 60 people in here. We were consistently getting 40 to 60 people. And it was just great because there was a lot of debate going on and a lot of coins being looked at, and everyone was bullish, everyone was like super happy, people were making money, but it's just death right now. But we have the 20 OGs in here. Some of you guys don't talk, but that's fine. I mean, there's really nothing to say. I mean, obviously, like, for example, like, I was making Dogelon videos like on the live stream. I don't know if you guys remember, but I stopped because there's really nothing to look at. I mean, we're just waiting to get this reversal. Once we do, then the videos are going to get a lot of views and we're going to go up, but which I'm still waiting. Man, come on, Dogelon. Come on, Dogelon. Come on, Dogelon. Anyway, yeah, a lot of us are in this boat. Like, so for example, just like your Beam, Dwayne Kelly, I'm just waiting to get that retracement. Maybe I'll sell. I think I'll sell just to be done with and rotate into BTC, but we'll see. Yo, Dwayne Kelly for 5 beans. Second super chat of the month. Let's go. Thank you so much. That's a lot of money. So thank you so much for the 5 beans, man. I really appreciate that. Free Lightning was the yesterday's $3 super chat, and then yours was this $5 super chat. So let's go. Starting off the month strong. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for the 5 beans, man. And let me know if there's anything else you need me to look at for you. So I know you have Bittinzer Tau, so I'll take a look at that for you too, actually. But like if I'm missing anything, please let me know. Because again, it's all I want to look at your guys' coins, like obviously. Yeah, so we had support here. Now you're getting a retracement, but if you're just holding it, you just gotta wait until you break 234 and then get confirmation to break out of this downtrend. Right now, you did come down and you did retest support here in our purple box, and you ended up getting a nice bounce from it. So for confirmation, you need to break 234 to the upside. You can't come back up and get stuck in this area of resistance. Once you do that, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. Until then, there's really nothing to look at because you already know what's going to happen, right? Oh, Same story. You come up to resistance, you break down, you break this double bottom and make the next lower low and validate this downtrend, which obviously has happened every single time. So your best bet, break this area of resistance, invalidate this downtrend, and then start this uptrend. Maintain this uptrend that technically you can, looking back, we can actually form. Like we don't even know how it looks like yet right now because it hasn't happened yet. But best case scenario, hopium is you do break out and you come back, retest the uptrend of support, and then actually validate it. So let's see. You mean the guys that buy the top and sell the dip? Exactly. They buy the top and then they sell the bottom. They buy it and then they make a little bit of money, but they don't sell it, and then they end up like just selling it at the bottom. I've done that before though, so I can't even like I've done that before. Brutal feeling. I did that with Vara. I don't know if you were here for that, but I called it. I was like, hey, I'm gonna buy Vara, and for not to hold it for a bounce. I bought Vara. It bounced, and I made like I could have made $300 of profit. I know it's not a lot of money, but like that in the grand scheme of things, that is a lot of money, $300. And I didn't follow my own advice because I got greedy, and it went all the way back down, and I ended up selling it for like a $90 or $80. I remember I told Aloe, and Aloe was very disappointed in me. So, understandably, because I could have made that, and then I not only lost my money, but I lost also another like $80 of my own money. Free lightning for 2 beans. Let's go. 3rd super chat of the night. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna read all the chat. Numeraire numbers protocol. I'll take a look at that. Boba. I'll take a look at that. Just stopping by really quick. What's up, free lightning? Thank you so much for the $2. Let me know if there's anything you need me to look at for you. Someone Venmo'd me. Almost. Yo, let's go. No way. Flip coins for 10 beans. Thank you so much, man. Freaking, that's awesome. $10. Thank you. That's a lot of money. What's up, flip coins? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. Hopefully this is like the relief we've been looking at. I was just talking about that earlier, where I'm like, hopefully we're getting some sort of relief, like especially on Dogelon, or like, even your coins. Hopefully we're getting some sort of relief, and we have the option to not sell the bottom. But yo, thank you so much for the 10 beans, and let me know what you want me to look at for you. I feel like I already know, but I'll try to take a look at it, and then let me know what I'm missing. Dwayne Kelly says PYR. You got it. I'm going to take a look at PYR right now, and then we'll take a look at numbers protocol, and then we'll take a look at all of Flipcoin's coins. And again, thank you so much. That's $10 Venmo, so that's a lot of money. Thank you so much for that. PYR. Let's look at PYR. Yeah, so you actually ended up making a lower low. Man, this is so bearish. I mean, at this point, it's safe to just like take it all the way back there to the wick. Same with PYR. It's bearish. It's bearish under 85 cents, but exactly what I did with Dogelon. So if you're done with it and you don't want to sell a bottom, maybe you do come back up to 51 cents. And as of right now, that's around a 74% move. Keep in mind, you've been pretty consistent at doing that and coming back up to the 236382. So in the grand scheme of thing, on the macro time frame back here, you came up, you got rejected, you made a lower low, and then next level, you did the same thing. You actually went a lot higher. You went to the 0.5, but you can see you did get rejected over here at this resistance, and then you broke down. And then the same with here, right? You tagged the 0.5, so you actually had, how much percentage was this? This was around a 62% move, and then you got rejected. 62% is a big move. Now here, I would say, yeah, like 51 cents, around 50 cents, which is around 60 to 70% move from the current price. You got to decide though, hey, is it going to actually reverse, or hey, am I going to actually hold it? So Only you can decide that. But good luck with that. It's just crazy to see all these coins at their all-time low, man. Let's see. What do you think, man? Is BTC pushing for new lower high or just going to get rejected? Yeah, that's a good question. So that's a very good question. Every single time we've came in here, we got rejected. So is it going to make a lower high? Technically, you can still have a retracement and it can still make a lower high, even if we hit 81,000. But the thing is that us that are holding altcoins, that's okay, because if Bitcoin goes to 81,000, I don't give a crap if I don't care if Bitcoin has a retracement and gets rejected at 81,000, because at that point we're going to have some sort of major move on altcoins. So I'll take that. I don't care. That's going to give us the option to sell resistance and make that next lower high. Are we going to get alt season? I don't know. Do I want to risk it? I don't know at this point. Especially not with Dojo on Mars. I don't know if I want to risk it with that. I might as well just wait and buy in a year when it's like down even more. But if I'm wrong, then I missed out. So it's a really push and pull feeling. Let's go. Yes. Can you go over Bitcoin? I'm good aside from that. Meow. Free Lightning. Yeah, so we still have resistance at 67 to 72,000, and so right now is a make it or break it, because I like right now we're getting some sort of revival on altcoins, some sort of nice moves and retracements, but that's all they are. Some coins aren't even moving. So like I showed you guys, Shiba Inu is not even moving at all. So there are some coins that aren't. Some coins are doing pretty good. So if we do get that continuation, that will be the best case for altcoins. On the downside, once 67 breaks, then the same thing is going to happen that's been happening. The same thing is going to happen that happened here. If you guys go look at the other live streams back here when we did it in November, like we had the box drawn here between 89 and 95. And then we were like, hey, hopefully we break out. You remember I was like, hey, the same thing. Hey, if we get to 100,000, we could get some sort of big moves on alts, but we never did. We got rejected here, and then we broke down. So the same concept right now. We're getting stuck. So maybe this time we actually get that break to 81,000 and get big moves on altcoins. So that's what I think with BTC. Once we break this, then you will come back down to 60,000, and then from there it'll be the 200-day moving average, which is 58,000, and then you're looking at a bigger capitulation down to 48. I don't know how much lower it can go, but like for flip coins and for me, for example, and like for other coins that are holding coins, like how much lower we're already down, like we already went down 52% on BTC. Like how much lower can this actually go? That's the scary part. How much lower can this actually go? Maybe 40,000, maybe 60,000. At that point, maybe we'll get a sharp recovery on altcoins. Maybe it goes down more, but then we get sharp recoveries, and then we'll start the alt season. That's the best case scenario, and there is some hopium there. We just have to hold it, which I don't know if I am, because I have limited capital, and I'm going to be rotating what I have in Elon into BTC. So that's what I think about BTC, and thank you so much for the 2 beans. Now flip coins for 10 beans. Let's take a look at, I'm going to take a look at your gamble plays, Billy. I was actually looking at Billy the other stream. I was thinking about, yeah, I was like, dude, if I were to buy Billy, it would be now. Exactly what I said last time, you remember? I was even like, hey, I should buy it now, because I was, damn. Do you remember after I kept looking at Billy for you, and then I was like, hey, I'm going to transfer funds, but what was it? Like there was a reason, like it was 1 week or something where I couldn't transfer. Right. So I bought it on coin. I put $1,000 in Coinbase, and I can't transfer for a week. And in a week it like started going up. And you remember I was like, man, I'm not going to do it anymore because it went up so much. But it's funny because this reminds me of this. It reminds me of now where you're actually forming a bottom and you're getting this consolidation. Now, like last time, you came up to 236382, okay? So you had a retracement, not a continuation. You did a 5x. So man, that would have been a lot of money, but I would have probably held it too. Same thing goes here, man. So we have resistance on Billy here, short-term resistance here at 3.089 to 1 cent 40, which as of today, I don't know how much it is. It's around 100 to 200% pump. Once that breaks, and once you start breaking out, you're invalidating this downtrend, then this thing is a gamble play. It could, back up to its all-time high, or even a 618 retracement. You're looking at a 40x. You're looking at a 40 to a 400x. So life-changing money here. So it just depends. Like, do you want to sell it with a retracement, or do you want to hold it for that continuation because you think it's going to go higher? But yeah, if I were to buy Billy, it would be now. Yeah, so that's what I think about Billy. Used. Now let's take a look at used car. Another coin that looks like it's bottoming out. Yes, it looks like it's bottoming out. So, yeah, this thing got wrecked. It is the same thing, 400x back up to its all-time high. For used car, let me see something. So here to here, you had a 236382 retracement, so it would be here to here. Yeah, so I would say you have resistance overhead at between 3.050 to 3.080, which is around a 24 to 62% move, and then a bigger move to 2.013, which is around 190%. Those are the next key areas of resistance. And then once you break out of this and invalidate this downtrend, then this thing's going to go to the moon. Even to its 618 retracement, so let's just say worst case it makes a lower high, you're looking at around a 34x. So close to what Billy is at, a 44x. So 34x from the current price. You come up, make a lower high, and then come back down probably and go back down. But high risk, high reward coin, definitely. Definitely like a gamble coin, obviously. 151,000 market cap. Now let's take a look at SNEC. I can't believe SNEC went all the way back down. So yeah, so I don't need to change anything with SNEC right now, because as far as SNEC goes, you still have resistance overhead. So keep in mind, we drew this a while ago because, like we always say, typically you break the 236382. What happens? You go to the 618786 for that way you can at least argue for an uptrend forming, and then you put in a bottom. So you broke this area and you came back down into this area. Now keep in mind that this previous area of support has now flipped resistance. So you have resistance at 3064 overhead. Once that does break, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside and delete this. But right now, you still have resistance at 64, which is currently around another 17% move to the upside. So once you break that, and once you keep price action over that level, then we could look at the next areas of retracement. But keep in mind, you're still in this horrible downtrend in this channel. So we have a lot of area of resistance to cover. So I will keep you updated. And thank you so much for the 10 beans. I know you have a couple other coins. Like, do you still have Nervous Network, CKB, right? You used to have CKB. So I don't know if you still want me to look at that. So just let me know what other coins you need me to look at, and then I'll catch up on the chat until then, which isn't even that much. Flip Fan says, we will have alt season. When the bill passes, it will open up so many doors for alts. I feel the staking alts will get the most attention from institutions or companies that want to merge with alts. If USDT can't give interest, then people will seek out alts for staking. Oh, that's right. They're trying to make it so stablecoins can't pay interest. Do you know why they're making it so stablecoins can't generate interest? Like, you can't get interest on it? Is there a reason why or no? Like, do you know why or no? Damn, I need a new phone. Flipcoin says CKB Turbo. That's right, Turbo Zebic. That's right, Zebic, which that itself came back to the 786618 retrace support. And then Quant. Well, I like Quant. Is Quant on Robinhood? I always check, don't I? Quant is a good one. Is it on Robinhood? QNT. No, it's not. It's not on Robinhood, but it's good. Quant is good. Okay, CKB. Yeah, so for CKB, yeah, so you never had a retracement and you actually broke down and validated this downtrend. You see how you perfectly, I didn't even change the chart. So as of right now, I mean, we need to redraw everything now because you actually broke down and made all-time lows. Why is the tokenomics on this suck or something? Why does this keep going down? Max supply infinite. I'm not a big fan of that. It doesn't mean it can't go up. But yeah, you can see the market cap here is 73 million and it was 78 million when it came out. But the price when it came out was 208 and the price now is 201. So it's definitely been releasing coins, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's still relatively a very small market cap, 75 million. So yeah, I mean, it's on Binance. I don't know why this thing's going down. But then again, everything's going down, so it's not just this coin. For CKB on the macro time frame, it is bearish under 2031 to 2051. So those are areas that you could get a retracement to, and it could still be bearish. Now on the shorter time frame, you have resistance overhead, but I think you just made an all-time low, right? Yeah, you just put in an all-time low 3 days ago. So I don't know if you've bottomed or not, but if you have bottomed, then you're looking at a retracement like what has happened every single time. So just keep in mind you have resistance overhead at 3 to 5, which as of today is going to be around a 100 to 236% move. Okay, so at that point, when we do get that move, and hopefully we do get a retracement, you have to decide, hey, am I done with it? Or, hey, is this it? And you know what's going to happen, flip coins? You're going to hold it, and it's going to come all the way back down. You're going to sell it, and then it's going to go to the moon. You want to know why? Because that always happens. Like, for whatever reason, unfortunately, it always does the exact opposite, which is insane. Turbo, taking a look at Turbo. It's really, like, crazy how it actually does happen like that. Yeah, so for Turbo, we don't need to redraw the chart right now because you are still respecting this area of support at 97. And wow, you have been respecting this area of support since February 5th. Yeah, so for about a month now. Hopefully we get this retracement and some sort of relief rally. You still have overhead resistance at 14 to 19, which if you're trading it, then that's around a 40 to 80% move. And if you're holding it, you need to break this, which will invalidate this downtrend, which will indicate some sort of reversal in play. So Bitcoin's going up, so hopefully we get that retracement. Let me read the chat, and then we'll do Zebic and QNT. Flip fan says, I feel the reason why is almost because banks because banks will start making their own USDT coins and offer interest with no competition. Well, I'm pretty sure they don't feel alter competition. I see that. I can understand that. Jeffrey, what's up? I have Gemini app. From your view, do you see any cryptos to buy? No, man. I see Bitcoin to buy. That's about it. Hey, if you want to really gamble, if you use Gemini, you should don't buy this coin. But this is a gamble, man. Oh my God, it's actually up today. It's actually up 20. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I should have bought it, I guess. But it has very little liquidity, so it's very important to know that because it's going to be very hard to sell this coin. Yeah, it did a 49%. It did a 100% move from this morning. Wow, that's crazy. This coin's on Gemini. I had my eyes on it, but then I didn't want to lose any money, so I never ended up buying it. But that's a huge gamble, man. Or if you want, you should do Samo. Samo's a gamble play too, high risk, high reward. It's on Gemini, so very little volume. I don't like that. If it ends up ever coming back, then you're looking at life-changing money. It's a 1.8 million market cap, man. So you can't go wrong with that. I don't know how the liquidity looks. We can look at it later. Let me take a look at Zebic for flip coins. Yeah, so for Zebic, like we said before, you broke the 236382. It did the same thing that SNEC did, right? You came down, you actually got a nice bounce, and then you broke down. And then once you broke down, you actually did come in and retest this macro area of support at 2011 to 2017. So as long as it stays over this level and you start creating higher lows, and you could argue for an uptrend, you have resistance overhead, and the targets overhead are still 2028 to 33. So I don't need to change anything with this chart. You're looking at around a 46 to 69% pump from the current price. Keep in mind you can still come up there, get rejected, and come back down, make a lower low. So that's where traders will be taking profits. Once you invalidate this, then a breakout, double top breakout, price discovery, all-time highs should send you to 1.5 to almost 2 cents to the top side. So that's what I think about Zebic. And then I'll take a look at Quant. Let me read the rest of the chat. Hey Meow, what website do you use to check token unlocks? Bruno, I use CoinMarketCap. So on CoinMarketCap, you can actually go, let's just say, what coin has it? Okay, I know Beam does because that's Swing Kelly's coin. So Beam, so you have a token, or even Arbitrum. So you have a token unlock button, and then you could go here and you could actually click it, and you could see, okay, when are they releasing coins? When is the release done with? So you have a lot of coins that just came out. For example, IP. What was the other one? Not IP. What was it? Give me another one. Aster. Was it Aster? Yeah, Aster. For example, this coin came out and it has token unlock schedules all the way out to. It looks like it stops in December of 2029, and then you have one big surge in 2035. So you just got to click the button. For coins that have distribution supplies, you just have to click the button on it. Let's take a look at QNT for Mr. Flip Coins. So QNT, not bad. I do like the chart. It's not like it's not a crap coin. Like everything's going, so think about it this way. Everything's going down, right? And then you have coins like this, and they're still very bullish. I mean, they're not all the way sitting at their all-time lows and making all-time lows 3 days ago, like a couple of the other coins that we looked at earlier. So good coin, because we know that when it does turn bullish, and we know that you do turn bullish, it's just obviously you turn bullish at some point. You know that this is going to probably, well, most likely, like 99%, this is going to outperform every other coin. I can't really say that indefinitely, but I believe that it's very, very, very high chance that when you have a very strong coin like this, when we do turn bullish, you're not playing catch up anymore like all the other coins that went down 90%. I mean, if you really look at it, I guess 84%, that is pretty big, but that's also 2021. So from this cycle, it's really on par with BTC. BTC dropped 50%, this dropped 59%. So it's not like BTC dropped 50% and then my Dogelon is down 90%, right? So it's kind of like on par with it. So for QNT, you have resistance overhead at $72 to 102. Nothing has really changed. You're still making a higher low. You didn't come down to the 2022 bear market low. So you're still over that, just like with Litecoin. Litecoin's basically doing the same thing. That literally identical charts, right? But QNT has good fundamentals, so I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Once we turn bullish, we need to break this area of resistance, and then you'll have another chance, a third attempt to break 176. Once that breaks, then you'll have your bull run for QNT. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much for the $10 through Venmo. I really appreciate that because that's a lot of money. So thank you. Let's see. I feel the reason. Oh no, I already read that. I already read the Gemini. I already read the website. You guys do know that in about 2 weeks, or that 2 weeks ago, the United States was the #1 exporter in oil. Now just imagine how much money they're making that oil prices are going up. Has BTC hit the low? I don't know. We're probably just having some sort of retracement. Aloe is in the chat. Welcome, Aloe. My perp is in the green. They opened up decks revolving around AI. Your perpetual protocol. Oh, wow. Dude, wasn't this just 1 cent? Yeah, dude, this was just 1 cent. What the heck? What the? Yo, I gotta make a video on this. Come on, you're holding out on all the ad revenue I can make with these videos, man. That's not cool. That's not cool, Aloe. Are you trying to make me not make like $3 on this video? Yeah, but it's still so bearish. Taking a look at perpetual protocol on the live stream. So you're having a really nice move right now. So congratulations if you ended up buying the bottom and buying when the RSI was extremely oversold. Traders did have the opportunity to make around 185%, which is a lot of money. You still have overhead resistance on the macro time frame. Nothing is bullish until we break 9 cents on the top side. Now, in terms of shorter time frame areas of resistance, you can see we've already tagged a shorter area of resistance at around 4.5 cents. And we still have resistance at 8 cents 60, which does coincide perfectly with our macro area of resistance. So once we break this area, then we can invalidate this downtrend that we've been in since we've topped back in 2021. And we can start looking at a possible trend reversal and a bullish reversal in play. But until it gets over this purple box, none of that is validated. Once we break that, then we'll have confirmation. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Yo, I think I'm gonna apply again at the gym that I live next to, like on the weekends. Cause I need to. I don't know if I should or not. What do you guys think? I don't work on weekends, right? So because I work like Monday through Friday, but I live right next to a gym, and I applied before, like a couple years ago, and they didn't hire me. So I feel like if I apply again, if I'm like, yo, look, I'm still here, and I still come to the gym like almost every single day. So I'm here. I feel like they'll like give me like, all I need is like 10 hours, 10 or 12, no, yeah, 12 hours, like two 6-hour days or something, or even 1 8-hour day. Cause that's like, I can make like an extra like 160 a week off of that. What is that? That's a lot. And then I could buy a new car. No, like imagine just like, oh, an extra $500 a month. And oh yeah, now I can have a car payment. Now I can have a Lamborghini. Now I can buy my Lamborghini. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Bajorna Beck, welcome. Can I have some TA and SUI? Yes, I can. I swapped my Fogo for SUI. We can take a look at both for you. Flipcoin says, thanks, Meow. Checking out early morning. You're checking out early morning. Oh, so you're back. So you're done with your stuff, right? I don't know how much I can say right now. Obviously, I'm not gonna say anything, but so you're done with all your stuff. So you're checking out early tomorrow. So what are you like? Do you fly back, or like are you driving back? I hope it all went well. I hope everything went well for you. I hope you secured all those deals and brought in the millions and millions dollar contracts and get like a quadrillion dollars in freaking commissions or whatever. I don't even know, but I'm just talking. Aloe, why are you laughing at me? Or you can buy BTC at 35. Yeah, or I can buy BTC at 30. I don't know if it's going to go to 35. I told Vision that I think it's going to go down to 20s, but it's mostly because I wanted to send him super chats, but I don't want it to be for nothing. Let's see. Can you get some TA on SUI? Yes, we can. Yeah, so SUI, do you still have... Why is this here? Hold on. This was support, right? I guess, yeah, this was support. So, oh, okay, that's what it was. Yeah, so this was support, and now it's flipped resistance. So this is the same as Zebic. No, sorry, Zebic isn't in like this, right? Which one was the coin that was just like this? No, it was not like Zebic. It was, oh, it was a Snack. Yeah, it was Snack, because you broke, and now you broke support. Now you're stuck in support that's resistance, previously support, so support flip resistance. So yeah, SUI is doing the same thing. You actually came back to its macro 618786. Well, it's not even its macro 618786. It's actually just on the shorter time frame. But you are finding support in here. SUI needs to break $1.18, and then you need to start invalidating this downtrend forming to for any sort of move up, major move up. You can still come back up to these areas, make lower highs. You're looking at around a 28% move from there. And then from once that does break, then we could take a look at it on the top side. So, and then if you want, I could take a look at Fogo for you too, Bajornabek. It is horsier, so normal for bear market. Don't apply this time. Krista says, will you check XRP and ADA, please, and thank you. Yes, I can. Every time it hit that low price, jump hard. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's consolidating sideways, but it just really depends. Is BTC going to break down again, or are we going to get some sort of relief rally? If we go to 82,000, we will have some sort of retracement on altcoins for sure. That's my opportunity to make some money back. So if we don't get to 82,000, it's just chop sideways, and alts are going to be bleeding like they do every single time. So no questions about that. XRP. Yeah, so for XRP, you ended up breaking critical areas of support. So now you have resistance overhead at $1.48 to $1.75. You can still come up to these areas, which is around 10 to 28% move. Still validate this downtrend, make a lower high, and then come back down, make a lower low. Keep in mind on the downside, you do have support at around $1, and once that breaks, then I mean, if it's depending on how bearish it is, and if we're full scale bear market, you're looking at XRP bear market lows sending you back down to 50 to 76 cents, which at that point, like, why wouldn't everyone just buy XRP at that point? Like, and then 88 Cardano. Wow, someone's asking for Cardano. Yeah, so for Cardano, you have resistance overhead, I think, unless this was support. Yeah, this is resistance overhead. So yeah, for Cardano, if you don't break 31 to 40 cents, I'm sorry to say, you will probably head back down to 5 to 13 cents for Cardano. There's nowhere else for Cardano to go. You unfortunately attempted to break out. You got rejected multiple times. You made lower highs, and now you're capitulating. So the next capitulation, if you don't break 31 to 40 cents on the top side, you will come back down to 5 to 13 cents and retest this at some point. I'm sorry. Now I'm so bearish, but it doesn't have to be bearish as long as we get retracement to break 31 to 40 cents and keep price action over that level. Callie Gold says, "What's up, my guy? When you making a Telegram group?" Oh, never, man, never. I'm not. I'm not gonna. I don't have a Discord. I don't have Telegram. So if anybody ever tries to reach out to you guys, like pretending like it's me, it's not. Ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got no time for that. But you can always, comment on my videos on Instagram or TikTok. But you gotta follow me. So, gotta get those followers. Yeah, I only have 240 followers on Instagram, but I have 58,000 views in the last 30 days. Damn. Come on, guys. Follow me. Let's see. Yeah, on TikTok I have 715 followers, so that's not bad. But my views, I think, let me see. Analytics. Yeah, my last 28 days I have 35,000 views. But I don't have that many followers. Low conversion rate. Lame. Let's see. Bajornabeck says, "Ask Rock how to show you bull chart and make it show SUI and show me the picture every time price is oversold." Price jumps to 2x, 3x. Bajornabeck says, "Do you play World of Warcraft?" No, man. I don't play any video games. I don't even remember the last time I played a video game. Like, actually play, not try or jump on for like 30 minutes, but I just like a couple months ago I ended up buying, what is it called? Age of Mythology remastered, and I just played that for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes a couple days ago, and then I stopped, and I haven't played it since. But I do not play World of Warcraft. If I did, I would be very good at it. If I did, I'd just be a streamer all day, man. I talk so much smack. Snash Toshi, welcome to the end of the live stream. Welcome to the 47-minute mark of the live stream. We will be live for another 15 minutes, depending on how everything goes. Obviously, more coin requests, the more longer it's going to take. And yeah. Wow, long day. Congratulations, Aloe, on your perpetual protocol move. 180%, man. That is it ain't no Vara. Wait, how's Vara doing? Yeah, Vara sucks, man. Look at this garbage. Hey, you might have bottomed though. You might have bottomed out for Vara. Dude, it's so oversold. Look at this. Yo, this thing is so oversold. Well, it was actually, but well, you need cash and you want to work. Play new. I mean, I don't need cash, but who doesn't? Who wants to turn down money, Yeah, but the thing is that it doesn't have like a high ceiling. So, there's no like, what do you call it? How do I explain this? You might have bottomed every day for the last year. Dude, that's so true. We've been talking about this since it came out. We've actually been talking about it since it came out. Oh, we finally bottomed. Oh, we finally bottomed. Oh, we finally bottomed. Oh, we finally bottomed. Flipcoin says, "Catch you later." Thanks. You're welcome, Flipcoins. And again, thank you so much for the $10 in Venmo. I really appreciate that. That's a lot of money. So thank you so much. Have a great night. If you need any updates or if your coins end up pumping or whatever, just shoot me a comment or whatever. and I could make an update video for you and post it for you. So I'll always do that. So thank you, Flipcoins, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Bajornabek says, how many cars can you own in the USA? In Norway, you can buy a few cars, or if you need a company. Yeah, actually, I was looking into that because I was just like figuring out how to make the most amount of money with the least amount of work. Right? It makes sense. Well, I'm not trying to goblin grind. This is goblin grinding, but this is a little bit different because it's kind of like it's just exponential growth. So it's crazy because last year I had a lot less subscribers, and it was very bearish, and my channel revenue died, right? But this year I'm getting like less views, but my channel, like, it's the same bearish, but it's actually more money than it was peak bearish last cycle. So my thought logic is that if I continuously grow and I'm putting in the same amount of work, but it won't matter because the more views I get, that's more money, right? So it'll be 100, it'll be 200, it'll be 300, 4 or 5. So on the very low months, it's like, oh, I'll make like $400 or $500 a month, and that's going to be my baseline, doing the same amount of work. So it's going to take a really long time, but it's okay. I ain't got nothing but time, unless I'm dying, which I don't think I am. Hopefully not. But yeah, knock on wood. Oh my gosh, freaking bad energy out there. Definitely not. Oh, but yeah. I was trying to read Bajornabek's message because I looked into that, because you can actually buy cars and then you could rent them out, but you have to pay for insurance. There's actually a calculator. There's actually like a spreadsheet, like a calculation online that, oh, no, I wasn't talking about selling. I was talking about renting. So there's like apps that you can actually rent your vehicle. And I was looking into that, but it's not only a lot of work because you have to like wash the cars, and you have to like inspect the cars, and they can't be like, it was just a lot. Oh, they can't be over a certain amount of years old. If they are, then you need to get them certified, and you need to provide proof. And then like it just became way too much. I was like, oh hell no, like that's like somebody's full-time job. It ain't like jumping on YouTube at 5 p.m. for an hour. It's like a lot more work, and it ain't as fluid as that. So I was like, never mind. Car out. Car company out. Let's see how many cars. You could buy a few cars, save 1K, buy a car, clean it for 2K. That's how I made money from age 18 to 28. Free Lightning says you're delusional until something works. So the question is, are we really delusional? You're delusional until something works. Oh, that's true. That is true. You just got to have a dream. You just have to have a dream, Free Lightning. And hopefully you have people that are supporting you, that you have around you. And if they're not supporting you, then you got to kick them out. And then you got to build a wall around yourself. And keep everybody out that is negative and that talks badly about you. It's a metaphoric wall. It's not like, it's nothing political. Let's not make it political. It's literally metaphorically. So I'm just saying, kick everyone that's negative out of your life. Definitely agree with that. Sell 2 cars per month, make 2 to 4. Oh yeah, so yeah, Bajornabek, bro, we're not all car salesmen. Okay? Sell 2 cars per month, make 2 to 4K. That sounds like too much work, man. Depend on the car price. I work as ground manager for Nissan. Wait, can you give me a discount? Hey, man, my car, it might actually break soon, which is so disappointing. But I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like I try to play it freaking smart, and you just can't. Like, you buy a crappy car, you don't have to worry about it, and then you have a $1,200 car payment come up, or car repair come up. I might as well have had a nice car if I had, like, freaking $1,200 car repair. What the? I could have been driving in a nice, nice car, and the AC could work, and you know, it could blow ice cold air, but damn. So about sales and how you do it, you can ask me anything, bro. I help you. I did work. Now I live in Thailand. Let's go. Sales, yeah, dude, that's funny. I started in sales. I started selling. I started in sales. I started selling contracts for Cox Communications. So back in the day, like I'm old, but it's all relative because I say like fax, and then people are like, "Oh man, you think back in the day is fax? Back in the day, we had pagers, or what else did old people have? Those phones that you put your fingers in, and you have to like very complicated technology back then. Anyway, it's all relative, but I had to like you had to fax over contracts for internet services to businesses, um, and we had to get it signed and faxed back to us to have a completed contract. But that was, man, I was pretty good at that. And then I did we did like cell phone sales, like cell phone Verizon, Sudden Link, which is landlines back in the day. You call people's homes. They're like, "Hey, what service provider do you have right now? Are you happy with them?" "Oh yeah, blah blah. Well, do you want to save some money? We have some pretty good promotions. It's not only going to allow you to save money, but you can also, you could also get this promotional pricing in and locked in for like a year or whatever." People will be like, "Oh, that's really good. That's a good, that's a good deal or whatever." If the deal was good, man, you could sell anything. If the deal was like, if Verizon or AT&T came that month and gave you a really good promotion, then you could make a lot of sales that month. Now remember, and this is just out of high school, so I took my first semester off and I joined the reserves, and then I started going to college like at night. So I worked full time, and then I did full time school at night, and so I would work in the mornings from 6 a.m. to 2:30, and then I had classes from 5 p.m. until like night, like 9 o'clock, like two of the nights, um, uh, 2 days a week, uh, which is like what 12 credits or whatever. It's like full time, but anyway, so uh, I remember one month in 1 week I made like I think I made the most amount of money at that time ever, and I was like so happy. And this is 15 years ago. Yeah, no, more actually. Yeah, 16, 17 years ago. So it was 2010, 2009, 2010. And wow, like I made like $1,200 in a week just off of commissions. Like I was like, oh man, that was the best. Oh, I can't. I remember I went out and celebrated and partied, and I think all of it went in one night. Like I just I went out, I partied, and it was all done. Like I got, oh, drinks on me, everyone, drinks on me. Oh, you guys want shots? Drinks on me. Um, and yeah, that's good old times. Good old times. Back when you had to well, actually I can't really say that, so I'm not gonna say that, but really fun times. Lejeune Beck, we gotta sell cars. That's what we gotta do. I did the same when I was 18. Nice. Lynette says, "Hey Meow, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Thank you for asking. Can you look at Solana?" Yes, I will stop rambling. Solana USD. Yeah, Solana's going back down here, but let's not be overly bearish, I guess. For Solana, you still have resistance overhead at between $91 and 111. You are closing in on this, so obviously if you bought the low, traders will be taking profits around 36 to 66% from this low. You can see that you haven't broken into this area of resistance overhead, but you can still come up here and validate this downtrend. The next bigger move, if you do get this continuation and if Bitcoin does break 81,000, you're probably going to go back up to 153. So just keep that in mind. But if you're holding it, you need to break these key areas of resistance, because otherwise you're just going to hold it the entire way down. So even though you're going to go up a lot of percent, like percent wise, you're going to go up a lot, you're going to give it all back and make lower lows. So just be careful with Solana. I did the same when I was 18. Nice. Oh, I remember I also bought a $500 Nixon watch. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, I wonder how much they are now. Gold, like it's not gold, but it was gold color, whatever gold Nixon watch. What year was it? 2011? No, it couldn't have been 11. It was 2010. Yeah, it's 2010. Let me see. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this one. Oh my god, it's $130 now. That's it? What the heck? Oh wow. Yeah, is this showing you like in pro? No, it doesn't. Oh my gosh, that's funny. It's only $130 now. That's a pretty good deal. It was like it was this one. I remember it was the coolest thing ever. It's like, oh man, I got my first gold watch. Let's go. Let's see. I see you in Thailand. Dwayne Kelly is going to Thailand. Bajornabeck says, Dwayne, come try my pizza. Saving to move to a new location, make a nice restaurant. Live music every day. Dwayne Kelly says, Bajornabeck, smart move, moving bet, you loving it. Smart move, moving bet, you loving it. Yeah, he does love it, man. He does love, very smart move, moving there. Dwayne Kelly says, how many Asian girls you got? Dude, that is so funny, man. Oh, man. Lynette says, thank you. I don't have any, but I was trying to see when to get in. Oh, you want to know when to get in? You should get in here at this box. Yo, if anybody's buying Solana, buy here at $17 to $31, okay? I know that at some point we are going to go down and retest this area. So if you want to buy Solana, you might as well buy it at 17 to 31, okay? That's where I think. Bajornabeck, dude, that's so fun. Bajornabeck says, I have wife and 2 kids, been married for 10 years. Yeah, but that's because he has a live stream on full blast speaker, right? No, I'm just joking, man. I'm totally just joking. That's cool, though. You have a wife, 2 kids. Are they gonna, they better, you gotta get them a job at the pizzeria. They better learn how to make pizza, man. They better be good at making pizza. I'm going to Manila. Oh, Dwayne Kelly's going to Manila. Yo, that's pretty cool, man. I hope you have a great time. I just finished my vacation, so I don't have anything else until August. So what is that? March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, so 5 months. Oh my God, it's already March. That's crazy. Yeah, so I don't have anything for another 5 months. We're doing an Alaska cruise. That's exciting because I've never been to Alaska, so maybe I'll like it so much I want to buy a house there. I'm just joking. Obviously, I can't live in the cold. I can live in the heat, but I can live in the heat based on my genetics, but the cold, we don't do good in the cold. I don't do ice. I don't do what do you call it? I don't do snow. Hell no. I'll melt. Literally. It's like I'll melt. It's the exact opposite. My body works exact opposite. Like in the heat, I'll flourish. I'm a giant snowman. But in the cold, literally puddle water. All right, let's see. Floofin, welcome to the end of the live stream. It's been 1 hour and 6 minutes. Welcome to... Nothing's really happening right now. Obviously, we got some good retracements happening. Damn. We got some really big moves. A lot of content to work with, which is nice. Like, Dent is up 148% on the week, man. All I needed to do was just put $10,000 and then take out 24. I think they just had a big disaster in Manila. Earthquake. Earthquake right now? Wait, Manila had an earthquake? Let me Google. Let me fact check. Did Manila just have an earthquake? Oh, someone's already... recent earthquakes near Manila. Let me see. Yeah, in the last 30 days, you've had an earthquake 2 weeks ago. Damn. Yeah, you had an earthquake 2 weeks ago. It was a 4.6. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's not really Manila, though. That's like southern, western. That's south of Caloocan. I guess it's closer to San Pablo. Or Batangas. Yeah, dude, what the... Why is there so much seismic activity there? Is that on a tectonic plate or something? I'm assuming it has to be. Yeah, 4.6. Dude, 2 months ago. 4.6, 4.8, 4.4, 4.6, 4.4, 4.9, 4.6, 4. Yo, what? Is it just normal to just go through a daily day of life in Manila and go through earthquakes like every single week? What the heck, man? So many earthquakes. Signing off for the night. Take care, everyone. Free Lightning, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the membership. Thank you so much for the subscription, like being a subscriber. I really and a mod. So thank you so much. Have a great night. I will see you hopefully tomorrow, and if not, we'll be live tomorrow. Hey man, I've been pretty consistent every single day. We've been live streaming every single day since December of 2025. So I've been pretty consistent about it. So especially during this bearish, boring time, but it's okay. I could shave out an hour a day. Yeah, that's normal, bro. It's normal to go through 4.6. Yeah, it's normal to go to go through 4.6 earthquakes every single day. Damn. No worries. Sorry, I remember now. It's super deep. So surface is not. Surface did not get hit so hard. Got it. Ring of Fire, baby. I love it. We've been live for an hour and 10 minutes now, so I think we're gonna call it here because there's really nothing else to look at. I mean, we're in the waiting room, so I don't know if Flipcoins is still here. I think he had to head out, but our coins are literally in the waiting room right now. We're just waiting to see if we get a retracement or whether we just fall off the table. I mean, it's really brutal, but it's really simple. So, like for Elon, yeah, I mean, one or two things can happen. You get 81,000 Bitcoin and 7057 is in play all of a sudden, or Bitcoin's going to go back down to 60K and you're going to make a lower low. So do that concept with every single coin. So unfortunately, there's really nothing to, even virtuals, right? Even the coin that Allo has, like, sure, you had a nice move. Yippee, way to rub it in our face. No, I'm just joking. Way to rub it in our faces. Yeah, virtuals protocol. Oh, no, sorry, you had perpetual. What am I talking about? Perpetual protocol, hold on. Yeah, so Allo having perpetual protocol. Why is it so hard to find this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so even this, like, it's just so, you have long ways to go to recover. So I'm hoping Allo takes profits. But if Allo doesn't take profits and he's risking it for the biscuit, then bam, like you have another 197 to 600% move. So we're same with SNEC, right? So like, for example, if we do get that relief rally and Bitcoin goes to 81,000, then SNEC should have some sort of retracement, which I'm always going to say retracement until it's confirmed by a breakout, but retracement to 78 to 2015, which as of today is going to be around a 43 to 115% move. You're just so far into this downtrend though, so you have a lot of resistance to break. But that's what we're waiting for. We're literally in the waiting room right now, and we're just, all eyes are on Bitcoin, because a couple of things too. So if Bitcoin stays over 67,000 and we get consolidation in this area, we already know that we can get Bitcoin dominance to drop, Ethereum dominance to pump, Ethereum price to go up, taking all the altcoins with it, which we experienced that back in November of 2024, okay? So that can happen. What absolutely cannot happen is Bitcoin dominance drop followed with Bitcoin price breaking down. What that's going to do is it's going to take the entire market with it. So everything just went up 4%. Some coins are having nicer moves. It's going to take it all back if we capitulate and break below 67,000 again. So key area 67,000 and then 72 and 81 on the top side to get a bigger relief rally for altcoins. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to explain that because like even with my Dogelon, right? When we do get that retracement, you guys will be the first to know, like, hey, I'm done. Like if we get that retracement, which I'm just waiting for right now, and I haven't touched the percentage since back here, since the price was in 32. So I might be getting out in 33 to 73%, depending on where I see Bitcoin getting stuck at. So if I see Bitcoin getting stuck at 72 or 81, I'm going to be like, hey, I'll be fine with selling at this point because at least I didn't sell the bottom. At least I'm up right now from the bottom because I held it. I'm up 36%. So it's good. So, another 33 to 73% move to the top side. If we, I mean, my best case scenario for Dogecoin and Dogelon Mars is for it to just draw a giant green candle, and it doesn't even give me the option to sell. Like it just goes straight up to 601 or 602. That would be the best case scenario for Elon, but we just have to wait and see again how far it goes and where Bitcoin ends up topping out at, because we're in resistance right now for BTC. So we really need to either get this breakout, or what happened every single time? We got rejected. What happened every single time up here? We got rejected. So even though you're making a higher low and you're forming a bear flag, it's still bearish, and you're still doing the same thing over and over again. And 99% of the altcoins, you get retracements, they give it all back, you make a lower low. So If you don't end up selling it, you're kind of screwed, which that happened to me every single time this cycle. So that's why I'm not selling the bottom. I'm just waiting to get some sort of relief. But anyway, I hope that made sense. Of course, we have 21 people at the end of the live stream. So I think we're going to call it here regardless on the fact that we have 21 people in here. So we will be live again tomorrow, the same time, around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Usually we're live for about an hour and a half, depending on how the live stream is going. Maybe sometimes a little bit longer, but right now it's pretty bearish. Nothing's really happening. So we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for coming by. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great day. To close out the poll, we have around 56% of the chat is bearish, and we have 44% of the chat is bullish. So have a great night. We will be live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to catch everybody in tomorrow's live stream. Have a great day.